Yes, people, man. If you've never been there before, I hope you enjoy the content. But if you have, then you know what to do. The first things first, when you hear this voice, and just ask me politely, if you don't mind, to smash the like button, and then we'll get on with the actual, title, and then we can go and yada yada yada. So please smash the like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you like the content. And obviously, big up to everyone that's been here, well, for quite a while as well. But yeah, man, look, Greasy's going to jump in any second. I got a little tiny announcement beforehand. Look, some of you probably recognize that Daps hasn't been around for quite a while. Definitely not consistently anyways. Look, nothing to do with today, innit, or anything like that, because they drew. It's not like they lost. But he won't be on for, let's just say, the near future. So he won't be on for a little while until things are sorted out. I just thought it's like, I'll let people know that he was going to come on today, but look, the guy's gone to sleep. Just obviously recognize real in it. There's a lot, trust me, there's a lot. So when I tell you there's a lot he needs to go deal with, trust me, there's a lot. So yeah, man. But other than that, obviously we must continue. Without a Man City fan, they are scarce, but I am on the hunt for some new content creators, don't you worry. But yeah. We got Monts. Monts is no, he's not sick. In a different way, he's not sick. Don't worry. He's maybe just going through a few things in it. But yeah, look, joined by Monts. We're joined by Lee. We've got Josh on, who's a Villa fan. If you don't know, Deji's here for rivals as well. He's got a little rivalry going on with Josh lately, and then obviously Greasy's going to come in, and you know what Greasy's like. So, very, very opinionated, and then Lee's here. Lee will be here on Sundays, typically more time or less. So win, loss, or whatever. Ramadan Mubarak as well to all my Akis and that. Can't wait to start it tomorrow. So as soon as this stops, I'm kind of talking a lot. So people don't know, 1-1 to Arsenal. That's what happened. It's not even 1-1 Liverpool, Man City. It's 1-1 to Arsenal. Advantage Arsenal. If you're an Arsenal fan, you're buzzing. So yeah, man. Look, Monts, I see your tweets, man. I see your stream. I thought, you know what, let me have it in the background. When I tell you now, yeah, I'm loving it. The meltdown is beautiful. The excuses are amazing, subjective or not. But yeah, man, how's everyone doing? Go on, I want to know how people are feeling. Man.
I'm happy. I don't know whether to feel happy or sad. I'm happy with the performance, more so. But like, I feel like the result, man. I feel like even though I felt like we were robbed, I feel like we should have put away the chances we had. City got barebacked. They got pammed. They got fucked up. I have not seen City time waste in. I don't know if I've ever seen City time waste. Like, because they're always, let's be honest, they're always pretty much the better team anyway. But I just think we rubbed out by not putting away our chances. But at the same time, I still think it was a penalty. A Stonewall penalty in the dying minutes of the game anyway, regardless. So yeah, double homicide, man.
We'll dive into that, man. Lee, it's good to see you back, man.
Listen, man.
I miss you. I can't lie, Lee. I'm gonna ask it. I've missed you, man. Like, I'm on loan to Arsenal, so we're kind of like I'm like you're like your 7th, 8th cousin at this point down the line, you know. You know what I'm saying? Not second or third, because that's no disrespect to your second or third cousins. But yeah, like, bro, when I say Arsenal fans are just typically available at night, and you know what, the opinion, like, I just need to hear it, man.
Listen, man. It's a good time to be an Arsenal fan. People keep thinking, oh, I only turn out when Arsenal win. I don't know what that. Listen, this is the maddest thing I heard in my life, but it is what it is, man. We're here, everything's good, and yeah, man, we're gonna chop it up. Let's see what the excuses are gonna be, be rolling off people's tongues today and all sorts. And there's certain people in here that are taking losses by the dozen, so it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Deji, obviously, like, before we move on to the game, good win. That was you know what? They just to take our line, they said it was a fortress, man. The only thought I saw was past in the Villa net. I saw John McGinn absolutely not play for the ball, man. You're buzzing, man. You said, you know what, to be fair, you said this. You know,
I did say it, bro.
That's right,
because I have eyes. you know. And if people are objective, when we played Villa at our gaff, we outplayed them. But unfortunately, with the amount of players that we had missing, we lost the game. But I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. Tottenham's first 11 goes toe-to-toe with Arsenal, goes toe-to-toe with City, goes toe-to-toe with Liverpool. And I can't wait. I can't wait to play you, man, to prove me right. But today, what we had to do was dispose of Villa. And, you know, people warned me, Villa at home, they're a different beast to the Villa that's away. I was like, look, Tottenham's team with Madders and Basuma and Pape Sarr in that midfield, we would be too much for them. We were too much for Villa today. So I'm delighted to see my bro Josh. From here on in, I think me and him have developed a strong friendship online. And I'm not gonna rub it in too much, but just to say, like everyone else at the top, don't be too settled, because my club,
wait 1 second.
My club is coming.
What? I don't want to entertain it. Josh, man, I'm sorry you have to come on for another loss, and I'm sorry you have to face Deji in it today. So sorry, really. You just gave Man United fans hope away as well.
There's no better bloke to listen to after, you know, having your team lose 4-0 than Deji, because obviously, remember, his team are in a title race, and we have to remember that because he keeps telling everyone that Spurs are going to finish above Arsenal. So that's why, you know, I'm looking today at a team who, you know, have crumbled to a title contending team. So, you know, I've got to listen to what Deji says. But you know, but in all seriousness, Man City, Liverpool, just want to quickly, you know, that was a good healer for me to almost straight after the Spurs game to watch that. I'm out of the 3 teams. I really want Liverpool to go on and do it. I really, really do. Just because I'm in awe of what some of these players are doing at the moment in terms of stepping up the performance levels of the Bradleys, the Quantzers, the Harvey Elliots, who are just taking every opportunity. And as sort of Mont said, I have never seen Man City look. The best comparison I text one of my Liverpool mates is, I said, they're making City look like United today. That's what I feel like Liverpool did. They made Man City look like Manchester United.
And I'll be honest, Josh, that's why you're not going to get nowhere with your manager, because you make silly decisions. You back the wrong teams, and that's just the facts. And you deserve everything that's going to come to you at the end of the season, my friend. But anyway,
my manager's upset me today. My manager's really
you need some salt. You need some salt with those chips, by the way.
Listen,
a man just gave us credit, and he just immediately said, "That's why you're not going to get."
I don't have. Listen, when you're below me, please address me in the right way. When you're below me in the table, wait, hold on. When you're below me in the table, put yourself on mute and ask if you can talk to me. Thank you.
What about me? I'm the host.
No, listen. You're irrelevant. So it's
Wait,
fine.
excuse me. A man has gone top on goal difference.
Listen.
And he's been top for 4 hours on goal difference. He has to go to the Etihad. He has to go to the Etihad, by the way, after the international break. So you know what? Actually, no, it makes sense. He's got to go Etihad. It makes sense.
Hold on a second. I've just clocked. I've just clocked. Mandem said, "I'm salty." Hold on. Are we getting something wrong here? What's going on here? You didn't win today. You had the opportunity. It was all in your hand. You literally had the homework and you didn't do it. You didn't do your homework. You did half of it. And you got a passing grade, but you didn't get top of the class. So you just got to take your humble pie. You know, I'm sure everyone enjoyed Mother's Day. I had a bit of apple crumble. I went to my missus' mum's house with some afters dessert, and I had a bit of apple crumble. Take your pie and do what you need to do with it. But from now,
we celebrate being top of the league on goal difference.
Listen,
guys. That's what we come to.
Listen. A win is a win.
I mean, it's allowed, isn't it?
Number one is number one. There's no other way. There's no other determining factor right now to figure out who's top other than who scores the most goals. Now, an indicator of one of the top teams is who scores the most goals. We can see, for example, Man United, they're not a good team because not only do they not win, but they don't score enough goals. You can see other teams in the league, like Arsenal, like Liverpool, give you a credit, like Man City, give them their credit, even like Spurs, give them their credit, who they score enough goals, hence why they're near the top of the table. You can see why Sheffield United are at the bottom of the table, because they clearly don't score enough goals with a minus 50 goal difference. So don't sit here and tell me any nonsense about, oh, you're only top on goal difference, because that don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me. You could say, oh, Man City only won the league by 1 point with all the money they spent. Like, allow it. Like, overall,
you haven't won the league and you're not top by 1 point. And you
no, it doesn't matter. But I'm giving you a comparison of the fact that you could say that Man City, with all the money they had spent, only beat Liverpool by 1 point. So 1 point goal difference, same thing. Potato. It is what it is, man.
I wouldn't say that, because City won the league. They won the league fair and square. No one remembers second place. Simple as that.
Listen, so
you haven't won the league yet.
No. But right now, you can't tell me I'm salty if I'm above you.
But sunshine,
I can't be salty.
It's game week 28. It's game week 28.
It doesn't matter. I know that means there's more. You know what that means? You know what that means? There's more weeks for you to go further down in the table. So just relax yourself.
I can tell it's been 20 years. I can tell.
Just relax yourself for 20 years. Relax yourself.
I know when it's been. I can tell when I was like this. When it hit 20 years and above, I was like this too. If I saw top of the table for 10 seconds, I'm screaming it to them.
Listen, you don't know what it's like, because 20 years ago you were in your diapers and that. So let's just relax ourselves. But anyway, all I'm saying to you is there's no one that's salty here. I'm calm. Listen, I don't even want to talk about Arsenal too much today. Let's talk about everyone else. But yeah, listen, man.
You're trying to assert dominance when you're top of the league on goal difference, and you go to Etihad for your next game. And I guarantee you, after that Etihad game, I'm not going to see you. I'm not going to see you.
Listen,
after the Etihad game, I'm not going to see you.
It don't matter. We're here right now, today, the 10th.
Of course you're here today.
2024.
Of course you're here today.
You know the hold on, Kaz. When did you ask me to come on the show?
Quite a few days ago now.
Thank you very much. They end the discussion. End the discussion.
And again, Lee.
End the discussion.
Regardless of whether you've been asked yesterday, today, last week, last year. Yeah, I've asked you to be on many a time, and you told me you're busy watching HBO. So again,
bro, listen, I had stuff to be doing, but listen, I'm here, man. I'm there.
Yeah, let's dive into it. Anyway, Mons, man, give me you're the Liverpool fan. Let's get your perspective, man, because you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna be real. All I've seen is energy for VAR, and I think that for me, look, I'm not even being biased when I say this. Yeah, I don't believe it was a penalty, and when you slow down shit, stop. If you leave the stream, then you look like a donut. But I'm just saying this, yeah. For me, if he came in from behind or something like that, all right, cool, I hear it. But for me, he got the ball because he's trying to clear it. Just because you're not trying to chest it, you're allowed to clear the ball the way it is. The thing is, in slow, no, wait. In slow motion, it looks like even Mums is saying it.
No.
In slow motion, it looks worse than
full screen me.
No.
Rom said it was fine that we didn't have Konate. Full screen me.
No. You know, I'll full screen. I'll full screen. I'll full screen. Bro, I've made bare clearances like that in my lifetime. I don't get no penalties. Anyway, the whole point is, I will. Can I say my piece, please? I'm just trying to say this. The Liverpool fans that I've seen on social media, not everybody, just the ones I've seen on social media, you're focused on the wrong thing. So much VAR, and I hear it. They have done you dirty this year, yeah? But in my opinion, though, Mons, it's like I ain't heard enough about how shit Luis Diaz's finishing was to win you and bury the game. You can full screen. Go on, there you go. Go and have your full screen.
Borders off, please. So, for those who think Doku got the ball first, and by the way, if this was any other team or any other foul or any other position, I'm still saying this is a pen. So there you go. Look at this. Chest.
Got the ball.
Foot.
Got the ball.
No. Look again. Chest.
Where's the chest?
Foot.
He got the ball first.
Open up, brother. Open your eyes.
Brother, you can see the way. Look, you can see the way it hit his. Bro, it hit the ball
Kaz,
first.
Are you blind? Kaz, are you blind?
He got the ball. Look at the trajectory of his foot.
I will let it. Look. I'll even do this. I'll let it play.
Got the ball. There you go. Look, skim.
First. Are you blind?
Got the ball.
Chest.
Brother, he got. Look at his.
You can see it hit his chest.
Bro,
you can see it hits his chest.
The ball went a different direction. You can see his foot trajectory going moving because the ball's hit his foot.
Brother, it hits his chest. Either way, listen, even if you want to tell me it hit his foot.
I don't even think he even hit his chest, I'll be honest. I don't think he got him at all. I think McAllister I don't even think it was the case. I'll be real. It didn't look like he got.
I honestly, anyone who doesn't think that it's a penalty is fucking delusional. Or what they don't want to do is the Liverpool fans. I'll say right now, the Liverpool fans who don't think it's a penalty just don't want to get cooked by other fans. Trying to do the nice guy thing, don't want to get cooked by other fans. It's as simple as that. Whether it happens to Kai Havertz or if it happens to Son, any other team that happens to, I'm telling you right now, you're saying it's a penalty. Any of you guys are screaming pen. That is a still. It's a anywhere else on the pitch. It's a foul and a yellow card. Yeah, man are trying to tell me that if your foot is in an unnatural position for one, it's unnatural, it's clumsy, he lets the ball bounce and therefore risks the safety of another opponent. It's as simple as that. If you're sitting there saying it's not a penalty, then it's actually borderline delinquent. It's delinquent. It's as simple as that. And if we're talking about missed chances, that's the first thing I said. The first thing I said was we didn't put away our chances. We didn't finish our dinner. It shouldn't have had to get to VAR. I don't like it having to get to a referee's decision. I like to create my own luck, and I want to win games myself. You know what I'm saying? The Odegaard handball at the Emirates, I don't care about that because it was we were 1-0 down at the time, and we scored 5 minutes later. We then created our own opportunity. The Spurs game, fair enough. There was an issue, but at the same time, there were still opportunities to score goals in the Spurs game, and we didn't have to also get 2 men sent off in the game as well at the Spurs game. But that decision doesn't stop it from being a penalty. We missed our chances, and it's as simple as that. Either way, bro, pure idiocy.
It's a pen.
Wait, no, Deji, what's the channel? Wait, Deji, can you name me what this channel's called?
Never a Foul.
Thank you very much.
But can I just ask though, Deji? Can I just ask you? Deji, I want to ask you a question. Deji, I want to ask you a question.
I agree with Mon.
Embarrassing.
When Tottenham played Chelsea, Romero got the ball first, and then there was a follow through that hit whoever it was. And they gave that as a pen. And in this instance here, you can see that he's touched the ball first. Yes, I agree. But the follow-through has hit McAllister in the chest. So we can't talk about if you hit the ball first, it means it's not a foul. If there's a follow-through that goes on to injure the player, then it's a foul. And we've seen that called. Free kicks, we've seen free kicks given, yellow cards given, and even red cards given against similar things. So again, it boils down to, and I feel Monty's kind of agreements with this, the lack of consistency. And let's be real, there's been a lack of consistency with the way that games have been reffed when involving Liverpool. I'm not here to be.
Do you know what it is though? Do you know what it is?
There is that inconsistency though.
The problem that we get is when Liverpool fans, when they go through their hardship, when they go through their problems, when they go through their issues with the 12:30 kickoffs and all the other things that they cry about, they bring out all their videos and all their phones. But when they cheat and when Szoboszlai did his dive earlier in the season, which was a clear dive, I didn't see no videos coming out. I don't see no incidents when you've got Jota diving around in the place and saying this and that and the other. I don't see no videos coming out. I don't see no apologies for them. So, it's all nice right now to, all the violins that they want to hear and they want to see. Listen, you could say that was a penalty. You could, but really and truly, you could, but I don't think it's clear cut.
You can't bring yourself to say it was a penalty, but
no, I don't.
Just say it was a penalty. You hold that. I prefer if you just said that.
No, because I don't think it's a definite. I think it's it's one or the other. Like I'm not saying it's definitely. I don't think it is, but I could see it given. I could see it be given. Like I feel it was a silly tackle to do, but I don't feel like it was enough.
I'm not being funny. He's going to clear the bully, and the guy's running into him. I'm not being funny. He's not gone into him. You don't do that, bro.
No, I think the thing is though, Kaz,
he did it. No,
the thing is, what you will say is, in truth, in the box, you don't need to do that. You're putting yourself in a position. You're putting yourself in a position that you just don't need to do it.
And I didn't think that was a penalty either until I saw him.
Just put yourself in a position that you clear it. He let the ball bounce, I believe, twice, and then he tried to kick it away. And for me, I just feel like he should have just been a bit smarter with it. But I feel like it was a definite penalty? No. If it was given as a penalty, they wouldn't have overturned it. It's not given as a penalty, they're not going to make it into a penalty. So yeah.
My issue is I think it's the timing of it. So I'm convinced if that's in the 60th or 70th minute, that's a penalty. I think they send Michael Oliver minimum to the screen. I think he has a look. I think it's because it's the 99th minute. Liverpool have been putting that pressure on. It's a big decision to make that stoppage time element of plus 9 minutes. And for me, timing is everything in football. And I think the pressure's on the referee. If that is in this, as I said, 60th, 70th minute, referee's got a lot of time, got a lot of calmness, go make a decision, gives the penalty, and gives that justification that Man City had time to get back into the game. But if you give a penalty, last kick of the game, 90 plus 9 minutes, you've got City in uproar, you've got City throwing their hands around, going, unjust, as you said, Lee, could be given as one, could not be given. Personally, I'm in the camp that I'd be screaming for a penalty all day long. I would be fuming that that's not given as a penalty if it happened to one of our players. And I think the Deji comment about Romero is spot on. I think it's a very similar incident. Romero's probably got a bit more feistiness in him to want to hurt the player.
Curtis Jones was sent off for that, Josh.
Yeah, exactly that.
Rolls over the ball, catches him.
So did Casemiro, and I got told that was a penalty. But I mean, sorry, that's a red card. But
it's that time. No, trust me, I'm convinced.
I think with all those other incidents, I feel like with the Doku one, I don't feel like he went in with enough force compared to all the others. Not saying that it's not right. I'm not saying it's right. Sorry, I'm not saying that. I'm not, giving him a blight, because as I'm saying, if it was given as a penalty, you could see why it was given as a penalty.
You don't need to be.
Like with the Romero one.
But Romero went in with
unnatural position of his. Yeah, I'm not saying for me, because if he goes in with force, then obviously McAllister is going to get his rib taken off, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He hasn't gone there with force. You can see he's obviously innocently trying to take the ball, but that is then him being clumsy. As you said, he didn't need to do it in the box, because you've done it in the box. It's careless, it's silly. He's let the ball bounce, it's reckless, and unfortunately, it's even. How about this? I can see it right here that he doesn't get the ball first. But my point wouldn't even change. Even if he did get the ball first, even if he shaves the ball and catches McAllister's chest with his studs, why is your foot where man's chest is? You know what I'm saying? You've let the ball bounce, so now the ball is in a position where you have to almost go with your head. Because you're supposed to go with your head. You're now going with your boot. It's a high boot. Do you know what I'm saying? Man are telling me, because McAllister made the most of it. McAllister's looking at the ball. If you want McAllister to put his head there and get his eye taken out, is that what man want then? You want him to put his head there and get his head taken off? But if he doesn't do that, it's not a pen. It's idiocy. If you don't think it's a pen, I generally think it's fuck the opinion thing. You're just an idiot. I generally anyone.
It's not a pen. I think so. Josh makes a really good point, and whether we like it or not, and for me, this season I've become a little bit more cynical, because I when you look at VAR, and you look at some of the decisions that have been made, something in my thing just says I don't know. So, like Josh says about the timing, first and foremost, timing should not be a factor. If something is a foul at the beginning of the game or at the end of the game, it's a bloody foul. That's what the rules state. That's what it should be. But for entertainment purposes and for the neutral, having the draw today has opened it up.
Correct.
Because had Liverpool won, that's them momentum. I think people will probably give him the title to Liverpool. At this stage now, legitimately now, the three musketeers are all galloping into the sunset, and we don't know which one is going to get to the barn first. And that is why the Premier League is the most watched league in the world.
I want to stop you there, though, Deji. I'm not the host. But you see what I don't want to happen? For me, I'm not going to say it anymore. I want to concentrate on the real matter at hand. Luis Diaz is the reason why you didn't win the game.
Yeah, I agree.
Is the reason why you didn't win the game. And I just want to know, when can we start saying Luis Diaz is actually pony and stop blaming the fact that his dad got kidnapped and now just doing salsa in the stands? Because for me, he is dead. He is not a good player. He has moments in the season. And earlier on, I saw one of my good friends, Poets Corner, talking about Martinelli should take notes from Luis Diaz. What, to be shit and get away with murder? Because no. Martinelli gets all the stick in the world, but all of a sudden, because Colombia's treasure guy gets to do, and his dad's got kidnapped, and all of a sudden now his dad's in the stand at every single game. I never saw him before. I don't know why he's there every game. What, can't he walk to the shops now by himself? Like, what's going on? But no, anyway, that's for another day.
Lee, I'll be real, I agree.
I think he had a good game. His finishing was great.
No. Today he was okay, but my point
I think he was good. He was top a couple times.
When the gets going, him, Nunes, these are not guys to take you over the top, in my opinion. And I don't want to spend any more time talking about this VAR stuff. It happens because you've got good stuff going for you. The same way how Arsenal.
Lee, do you know what? Sorry to cut you, bro. I'll get to the Diaz stuff because I actually full on agree with you when it comes to the Luis Diaz and the Darwin Núñez thing, to be fair. But I've got Roms, obviously, my guy's telling me that if it was given the other way, are we saying it's not a penalty? Are you crazy? If it was the other way around and that's happened last minute, I'll be sitting there saying we caught life. We caught life. When Alisson conceded from the corner at the Etihad, we caught life. Who remembers at the Etihad? Corner comes in, ball goes over Alisson's head, ball hits the back of the net, and the refs go, "Oh, it's a foul on Alisson." No one touched him. No one touched him. No one touched him. So again, let's not act like people don't put words in my mouth and say what I said and what I wouldn't have said. Because I done said we caught life at Etihad. So I always say it's always swings and roundabouts. I'm aware Luis Diaz was the issue today. Darwin Núñez being offside 5 times in one half was the issue today. The fact that Salah wasn't on the pitch and Jota wasn't on the pitch because they're the killers in Liverpool's team was the issue today.
And Salah, when Salah came on, okay, fine, he's coming back from injury. He was poor as well.
He's the one who he's the one who created the opportunities for me. You know what I'm saying?
But no, overall, let's keep it a buck. He weren't great.
No, he was.
No, overall, he was. I can't like overall. Other than that one pass, he was crap. Like, and a lot of other players I can pick up for Liverpool, but he was generally like he was crap. It was
crap again. If you're saying maybe crap for his scintillating standards,
of course, that's what I'm talking about. Like Haaland's day was crap. What are you doing, man?
But the only thing I would say, guys, I don't want to get carried away here. Man, everybody week in, week out, they shake their bum violently for Man City. They're waxing lyrical. They're sucking everyone's balls off. They love the club. Today, given the circumstances and the team that Liverpool fielded, let's be real. When we all saw the lineup, we all said, City's got this. Yeah. And for the fact that Liverpool team, the fact that Liverpool team with those players were able to put in a performance where we all saw, like you said, Cass, where we literally saw Man City catching life, to use Monty's words. How can we be here just gunning individual players the way that we're gunning? Klopp picked a system, the system worked, and Man City were fortunate to get out with a point. So for me, I get it. Maybe it's a high-pressured game. 2 of the best teams in world football are playing going toe-to-toe. There are going to be opportunities. What about Ederson then? What about that stupid penalty that he gave? Do you know what I mean? Like, we can nitpick little things.
Yeah, because you don't want to be the positive one. You don't want to mention the positives of the game.
But the thing is, we talk about Liverpool and then we'll get onto Man City. That's the way it usually works.
But man have done nothing but gun. We outperformed Man City. And man have done nothing but gun my club.
No. I've been nothing but praising of your club. When people were trying to get onto you about the Nottingham Forest stuff, I was still praising you, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
it's been said though, bro.
No, not yet. The thing is, not yet. Let us get that part out of the way, and then we can start talking about who's really good. Because I think there's a few players that will go unnoticed in this game. Deji, have you shit the bed today?
What do you mean?
That's like the best thing you've said in since I've known you, G. Have you legit shit the bed this morning?
No, bro, I watched football and we had 2 of the best teams in world football going toe-to-toe and it was a joy to watch. You know what I mean? These are the reasons why the Premier League is the best league in the world. Do you get me? We saw it today. So for me, and also, like I said, that Liverpool lineup, when I didn't see Salah on the pitch, I was like, this could be it. This is the time. I know it's been 25 years, they ain't got to win. I had City to win.
Deji, I caught wind of the lineup about an hour before kickoff, innit? And I sat there and my mum was trying to speak to me. And you know when someone's speaking to you and the words are just going like this? Because I've seen the lineup. Mum was chatting to me. I've seen no Kanate, no Salah and that. And the words, mum's speaking to me. Words are flying. So I'm Monto, you're right. I was like, Mum, we need to go sit in my room for a bit.
Can I just say?
Go sit in my room.
I think the comments I've heard about Luis Diaz are rent-free in my head. Martinelli is nowhere near the levels of Luis Diaz. Diaz.
Okay, but Josh, just for a sec.
There it is. You got him. You got him. Josh, you got him. Let him land, man. Ali, before you even land, yeah, never disrespect Kevin Nolan like that in your life. Never disrespect my boy Kevin like that. Yeah,
I said, listen,
comparing Szoboszlai to Kevin. Are you mad?
Between Szoboszlai
I
and
need to hear what Josh is saying.
Can we let Josh finish his point?
These two players
Yeah,
are so rich.
Man said
Whatever
5
you're going
words,
to
what
say,
interruption?
Josh,
Let him
Josh,
finish.
listen,
Yeah, let him finish.
Josh, I swear to you, if you finish your sentence, you see that Pogba judge is coming to your club. So make sure you finish what you're saying properly, because that Pogba judge, you see how his career went down? I was part of it. I'm telling you.
All right, go on, Josh.
Diaz chat for me. The problem you got is a player like having Salah in the ranks at Liverpool, who have consistently hit numbers in front of goal season on season, has set a pedestal for all front players that play in that Liverpool front line. I think your Manes and Salahs have set those precedent and standards for years and years, and I respect those levels and high levels. I've just had a look at Luis Diaz's injury record while being at Liverpool. For me, the man has not been able to have that flow and consistency of games season on season. And when he does get going, I think he cooks. I think that, of course, I will completely agree. His end product will and need to improve. But for the impact of the game and how I think Liverpool want to play for the next 3 or 4 years, Diaz is fundamental to what they do. He is someone who, even in that deep echelons of the stoppage time, was pressing, chasing. He ran past Walker, he ran past Rodri. He made them, honestly, I thought he was the catalyst into what was getting Liverpool that swing in the pendulum. I think, of course, people like Wataru Endo as well was one of those. But for me, Diaz led that front line, and his impact in that forward line for me is absolutely levels. You look at Martinelli, I think he's hit his ceiling. I actually think he's hit his ceiling. I think he has hit his ceiling in the Premier. I don't know where Martinelli's going. I don't know what he's going to do. For me, I actually believe in Luis Diaz when Salah goes in the summer, I think he's going to go and step up and be the Salah. I think he's going to go step up and go, right, I'm here to...
Just on that bit, Josh, that you said about Martinelli hitting the ceiling, yeah? Just to expand on that a little bit more, do you mean that he's quite limited as a footballer?
Josh, he's not going to kiss you, bro. Like, if you keep saying this stuff, like, Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans aren't going to kiss you, bro. They're not going to give you any more money. They're not going to give you anything.
You see when guys don't like what they're hearing, this is what happens. Let him land. Josh.
That's crazy.
I don't like what I'm hearing.
Would you say Martinelli is quite limited? Because that's what you're describing him to be as.
I feel like for me, Diaz's overall impact on the game, there's more to come from in front of goal. I think Martinelli's sort of shown us his full product of what he's about. I know he's younger. I know he's a lot younger. But for me, I would rather see Luis Diaz in the next 2 or 3 years, and I think he will burst onto the scene in that Liverpool shirt and be the big game changer. For me, Martinelli, he's replaceable in that Arsenal team. That's how I see it. They can upgrade Martinelli, who I wonder, can Liverpool upgrade in Luis Diaz right now? Like in terms of, apart from the state the obvious of Kylian Mbappe style, tell me who could come in and upgrade Luis Diaz.
Let me just take this.
As a Liverpool fan, I do think I appreciate the credit you've given him, and I do see where you're coming from. But I have to keep it a buck. At 27 years of age, I feel like to have in product so inconsistent is concerning as a Liverpool fan. What I would say is his overall impact in the game. I agree with that side of things. Like the way he cooked Walker consistently throughout that game, and he kept on going and he kept on going. But at what point do you say we need to see the end product? Because we castrate players like Doku. And Doku rips players for fun. We absolutely rip into players like Doku. And don't get me wrong, I still feel like, for me, Diaz is improving, but there's definitely players you can go out there and buy who can maybe be an upgrade. But what I would agree is that he epitomizes the working ethic side of the game, where for 90 minutes, you're going to get a consistent press, and he's good with his feet. He can take on his man. He can do all these things, especially with a good run of games. But you see the end product today, though, especially, and I've always been one to say, even when Diaz, before his injury, when he was one of the better wingers, when he first come into Liverpool, I said, yo, one thing I've noticed about Diaz in front of goal, there's never any finesse about what he does. It's very much, can I just get clean contact and hope for the best? That is an issue, and that for me is the difference between Sadio Mane and him. And listen, Sadio Mane's boots are big boots to fill. I understand it. Like, you're not going to get many Sadio Manes. But I do need more composure.
Most fans would fare Diaz over Martinelli. Hold on.
Okay. Let me just stop you there.
You can mark Martinelli out of the game.
He's got more to his game.
Let me just stop. Let me just stop.
I don't know why this was mad when I said this about Mudryk.
Wait, hold on. Let me just stop.
Crazy because the fact you mentioned Mudryk is everything that I need.
Yeah. Forget.
Mudryk does have more to his game, and I'll say it again.
Just done. Wait. Let me just stop.
You lot just aren't watching it. That's what it is.
Done. Let me just stop everyone. Josh, you mentioned the fact that Diaz, you're expecting in the next 2 to 3 years for him to then finally burst onto the scene when he's 29, 30. That's the Premier League. In the Premier League. That's the first thing, which is absolute nonsense. You're expecting someone at 29, 30 when he's nearing prime to near the end of his career or finishing that prime to then burst onto the scene in the Premier League. Nonsense.
Okay, burst not the scene. Make a statement.
Josh. I ask you, and I keep saying this to people, he's 22 years old. Now, if you was to correlate that into somebody who's working in corporate, 21 and 22 years old, you wouldn't expect them to be at the top of their game. Now, there are certain players like your Rodrigos, like your Mbappes, etc., who are elite talents. But you are expecting him, you're comparing him to a 27-year-old right now and expecting him to be world's best talent. It don't make no sense. And people are saying, oh, the fact that Diaz has been out for a season and a half is the fact that he scored 6 goals in the Premier League. That's the best he's done. For me, listen, no one's saying he's crap, but he is not that guy to take you over the top. And for me, when I look at someone like Martinelli, you can clearly see the difference in terms of what he did. Last season, he got 15 goals in the Prem. And you're telling me this guy can't do anything effective.
Yeah, but what has he done this season, though?
Okay, this season he's hold on. Okay, let me just
he's running to blind alleys like
wait. Okay, you're asking me a question. Let me answer it. When Kulusevski came to the league, he was compared to Saka.
Talk about your
Wait, let me lie. Wait, hold on. Do you want me to answer the question or not? Do you want me to answer? Okay, when Kulusevski was walked into this league, he was compared to Saka. People were saying he's better.
I need a drink, man. This is
one season that he's had off when he's been poor. Last season, Van Dijk was terrible. So you can't sit here and say because he's had one poor season, you're gonna have peaks and troughs in a player's young development. So he's working out. He's had a poor season. No one's saying that, but not to say that he's this dead guy, he's limited, he's this, that.
No, I wouldn't say
let's relax. He's 22 years old. He's 22.
But Mane was quite limited. But Mane was at world-class level.
Wait,
let him land. Because I need to move this conversation.
He's
Arsenal playing Man City, by the way.
Just because someone's limited doesn't mean that they're dead.
He's 22 years old. Let him find his feet in a Premier League. Yeah, let him show up. He got 15 goals, so you know he can get goals. He's not Saka. He's not going to be the guy that's going to always get numbered. He's not that. He needs to do more.
He's had 3 seasons. His game. He's had 3 seasons for them, full seasons in the Premier League. I don't care what your age. You talk about age. For me, age is not a factor in football.
3.5 actually.
Age is not a number.
Age is nothing but a number.
Josh, you're embarrassing yourself.
But can I just say this though?
You're absolutely embarrassing yourself.
Age is just numbers.
He's not only. He's not.
It's nothing to do with the gender. It's not even a gender.
One sec. Land the Martinelli points because I want to get talking about the game. Like this ain't Liverpool versus Arsenal. I hear it.
Listen,
you made a statement. You want to reply it, but I need to talk about the game. Like, come on, man.
No, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if you think that Martinelli is this limited, washed-up guy that he can't improve and he's at his ceiling already.
No one said that.
No, wait, hold on, done. Relax, because you're talking about Mudryk. No one wants to care. No one wants to talk about him. You think that Josh, you think that he's limited and he's at his peak already at 22, and you can't see any improvement, but you can see improvement from a 27-year-old in the next 2 to 3 years, brother. Please, this is why, as I said, you support Aston Villa. I don't expect anything more from you. So let's just keep it moving in it.
Martinelli, you know, he's 22 years of age as well.
22 years old. 22
Club's
years
got
old.
nothing to do with it.
Do you know what? No, but hold on. No, stop. Szoboszlai was crap today, and rightly so. He should get his. Hold on. Szoboszlai wasn't good today, and he's gonna get his lashings in it today. But let's keep it a buck. Szoboszlai's 23, but I never hear anything about his age. I never hear any word about man's age.
No, you know it's a Szoboszlai.
What is it with Szoboszlai? It's his first season in the Premier League.
One sec. He's landed in the Premier. He's landed in the Bundesliga. It's cool, whatever. Yeah, but so I don't really get onto Szoboszlai like Lee does. I'm gonna be real. Like you don't really hear me talk about how shit. Like he's a shit bro. He's clearly sick. But I'll allow him for a year, innit? You always got to allow a player for a year at least. Like, come on, man. Like, unless he's that dead, I understand. Like the Anthony's, but I still defend him. But I always give a player a year. Even Brendan.
I'm not even getting on to you. Kaz, I know you're the age. You're the guy who always likes to give people time. So I understand. I'm saying Lee will protect Martinelli. No,
it's crazy. You would think Ollie Watkins. You would think Ollie Watkins is doing this. You would think Ollie Watkins has been doing this season in, season out. You know, this is what it's crazy.
Lee, I've let you do your job of Benito with words. Now let me do mine.
He's still hurting from the loss of Villa Park.
You know what I'm saying? Let me do mine. Yeah. Lee. Well done for saying what you're saying. 10 points to Gryffindor. But let's keep it a buck, bro. You're using age as a linchpin and to help Martinelli when you're not saying that for the guy that you get onto every week in, week out in Szoboszlai. So Szoboszlai can he not improve?
Months. Why do you think? Because one is quoted as being a Hungarian Steven Gerrard. One cost 70 million pounds. One came in with a reputation, and he's no better than Morten Gans Pedersen. He's dead. He's not good. He isn't good. I don't understand why people keep mentioning Szoboszlai as this guy that's going to come in.
What's
Martinelli cost 5 million.
All you can tell me is that Martinelli performed well for the last 6 games.
Listen,
we're on game week 28.
Martinelli has cost 5 million pounds. And my only thing is, listen, wait, hold on. Okay, right, fine. You know what? I don't even care about Martinelli being a superior player. But when Josh comes in and says that Luis Diaz in the next 2 to 3 years, when he turns 30, is going to be this world superior player, but Martinelli is at his ceiling, please make me understand how stupid that, because that is stupid. Personally, that's just stupid. You can't sit there and say that someone who's 22, who's going to be at 20 in 3 years' time at 25, won't be any better, and he's limited. He's at his ceiling. Those are your words, not mine.
I don't think it's at his ceiling. It's limited. I think it's limited.
Luis Diaz is going to be in the next 2 to 3 years going to be all world conquering. When the guy scored 15 goals last season, and Luis Diaz has scored more than 6 goals in the Premier League. Please relax.
All right, let me move this on. Deji, did you want to land a point, or can I just move on? Let's move on. Yeah. Let me do some of these super chats if you don't mind. NLF, big up yourself, man. I've seen you made a few super chats. He said 27-year-old Luis Diaz can improve, but 22-year-old Manny Hick has hit his ceiling. There's a reason why Klopp called him the talent of the century. NLF as well. It kind of suits a Klopp system when you deep it. NLF Don trying to validate that Mudryk nonsense. I don't. Let's just not that.
Listen, everything, like I said every single time, everything's documented. Everyone's gonna think I'm mad right now, but they thought I was mad when I spoke about Palmer in the summer. So,
and Saka, yeah? What about Saka as well, yeah? You was right about that, yeah?
I still think it's better than him.
Don't worry, Don has said a lot about youngsters at the start of the season this summer. We've all said some mad shit. Don't worry, we're allowed to get things wrong. Let's not act like Martinelli didn't have the same injury Diaz got and came back and dropped 15 what's MPG? In the league, I'm going to say some goals and assists.
Non-penalty
goals in the league. Diaz is a good player, but allow it. And then Wayne Jenkins says, I'll take winners against City and Hull. I think he's an Arsenal fan. Look, let's move on to the game. All right, let's talk about some positives. It's just been bare negative. Let's just talk about some positives of the game, yeah? For me, I know someone else got man of the match, I believe. Who got man of the match? It was was it McAllister? Who got man of the match once?
Virgil van Dijk.
Oh, he did get. So yeah, that was my man. Oh, so he did.
Solid. He was solid. Mine was Endo.
Yeah. So basically, I think Endo didn't get any plaudits really the way he needed to by, I would say, the punditry teams and stuff like that, who are the real toxic people of this all. I will talk about this a couple good solid City players as well at the same time. It was a draw at the end, but see Virgil van Dijk, I can't lie, I've conceded. Yeah. That man is ridiculous. He's ridiculous. Like, you know where we thought he's going to regress? I don't think he's regressed, bro. Like, when it comes to 1v1 defending, and I know it sounds mad, I can't lie. I think that's one in my era, anyways. My era of watching loads of defenders. He might be up there. He's up there, bro, with the 1v1 defenders. The John Terry's like he's just
Just
really,
say he's the best.
No, yeah. John Terry's the best at reading the game, but when it comes to Van Dijk, yeah, when it comes to big games, I'm not joking. You know what? I'll give Kwanzaa a little bit of credit in the second half because that man was moving nuts. But I'll say Van Dijk, bro, it's night and day, you know, in my opinion, with any centre back. I don't think no centre back comes near him. You can wank over your favourite defender that isn't Van Dijk in the league, but no one comes close to him in centre backs. No joke.
Nah, Cass. That's just recency bias now. I know Van Dijk's cold, yeah, but come on, that's just recency bias now. I was witnessing John Terry doing this week in, week out.
Do you know what the man thing, Greasy?
That's the thing.
The thing is, yeah, the closest thing that comes next to him, funny enough, is actually probably Saliba. And Gabriel is not getting as much flowers as he needs to either.
Yeah, but you're talking about how he covers the ground. You're focusing on how athletic he is, yeah, and how he covers the ground quickly. The guy's like 6'5", yeah, and the way he covers ground is crazy, bro. Like once when I was at Wembley, yeah, bro, as much as I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm glad I got to witness that performance, bro. That was an all-time performance. He won it for you, look. The way he was just sweeping up. He was doing the exact same thing today, bro. Like,
bro. Seeing him play live is amazing. Everyone who hasn't seen him play live needs to go and see it. It's actually mad, bro.
It's when I look at him, it's like no one can go past this guy. No one. It's like looking at Virgil from a couple of years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there was a point where it was him and Haaland was running at him, yeah. And Virgil was just keeping himself together, timed it. There was a bit as well where Foden, yeah, he had a good chance like quite early on in the game. And the way he got the foot in, the way he just the way the guy just reads the game,
brilliant, man.
He's always in control, but it's like he defends two positions at once, like his position and the left back position as well. It's crazy, brother. For me, he's one of the best in it, one of the best. But for you to say no one comes close to him, that's you overreacting because of right now, bro.
He's talking about the defenders of today. He's not talking about
today, not back then.
Okay. I was gonna say, bro, because I was seeing Terry doing this weekly, bro.
No. I'm saying today, there's no one that comes close, and when it does come down, then you got your Salibas and stuff like that. Who's got a lot more room to grow, and I think Van der Ven could be up there in the future as well. Like, bro, like Van Dijk is just in his own lane, and I just think it's a bit of flowers that's just been deserved because I feel like this man has pretty much. I think Konate has been really good as well. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to, we always talk about the chances Liverpool concede and stuff like that. Bro, you could say he's been pretty much defending by himself, really, in a team that needs to be elite.
This is why I said that. Like, I think Saliba is next up, probably with like a Gabriel. Because people forget, I think Gabriel's only 23 or 24. Gabriel's quite young as well. But like,
that brother 26, man. 23.
Oh yeah, on his birth certificate, probably he's 26, but obviously he's 23 or 24.
Double check that.
They gotta go check that. His age,
yeah, I'm sure he's 26. I'm sure he's 26. When you
deep it, bro, is he 26? That's mad.
Yeah, he is. December. Nah, he's 26. He came when he was young. That's why he came when he was young. But he's been here for what? Yeah, this is his third season, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought he was 20. That's my bad, to be fair. But either way, they're both two very good centre backs, isn't it? But when I'm looking at like Declan Rice, who for me is the signing of the season, yeah, and what he offers them and the stability and the fact that, you know, they don't actually have to do too much defending, which is, again, that's more credit to Arteta and what they're doing with their system. But Liverpool, obviously, it's a different way of playing where we leave like teams like Sparta Prague will go and get chances against Liverpool because of how we play and how open we are. But because we have specialists in 1v1s, it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a Fabinho anymore, but because Virgil van Dijk and Alisson is a specialist in 1v1 saves, and Virgil van Dijk is just a specialist in dealing with situations that he shouldn't be able to deal with, and it allows Liverpool to be Liverpool. There's no reason. There's no. Obviously, when he wasn't playing, you can see the drop off because no one can do what he does, in my opinion, innit? And that's why I say that, like, for me, Virgil van Dijk is still ahead of Saliba. I think Saliba will be the next up to take that mantelpiece. I'll be right. I think Saliba is actually next up, but he's not on the level of Van Dijk right now.
Wow.
He's just not.
You know what it is though with Liverpool fans. Yeah, it's funny that so. You know what it is with Liverpool. Yeah, it's like why it just annoys me is because they got the best players, they got the best manager, they got the best fans, but they don't win everything, bro. Like they just get trounced.
We're speaking about one player.
No. But like, hold on. But let me just you got the best right back. Yeah, you got the best.
Taking the conversation.
No. Let me just you got the best because it's like I see Beijing in the chat. Yeah, he's like, Don't disrespect Ibu. Gabriel is not better than him. I'm like, brother, when you came to the Emirates, you got slapped. So what happened then? When you go to games and you get wait, hold on, because this is what Liverpool fans do. You be putting all your players in positions that they need. I'm hearing now that Harvey Elliott's the best youngster in Europe. I'm hearing that Luis Diaz. This is what you guys do. You put all your players in these positions, but you get slapped. And when you get slapped, then all of a sudden, then
lost 2 games all season.
No. I'm talking about overall. What's
overall?
Overall, you've won 1 Premier League. You've won 8 trophies in 8 years or whatever it is. All right, cool, nice. But you could have won a whole lot more with the players that you've got because you've got the best players in the league, right? You got all the best players in all the best positions.
I've just seen someone in the chat say Gabriel's the best left centre back in the
league. I'm just talking.
Do you see me calling that out? I'm talking about NPCs.
Wait, hold on. No. I'm talking about Beijing Red TV and all the other Liverpool fans that do this, where you talk about your players and you put your players in positions. I'm just like, bro, like, don't you get bored of like saying the same shit? Like, that's bullshit. Like, you don't have the best players because clearly something's missing. You've got very good players, but you don't have the best players in every position. You got some very good players, so just keep it moving. I wouldn't mind giving you praise if you like. For me, I don't think Van Dijk's the best Premier League player, the centre back in it. Because I'll be honest, I remember Jaap Stam, and I just don't think there's anybody that's been better than Jaap Stam. If you watch Jaap Stam, you wouldn't say that to me, but I don't know, man. I just think that it's crazy when people say that Van Dijk he's this aura thing, bro. When last season when he took the season off because he was playing shit, he's had 2 poor seasons in this league, but no one wants to talk about that. Everyone keeps talking about aura, man. No one wants to talk about Champions League.
He didn't play a single game. He didn't play a single game that season. So how could it be?
No one wants to talk about Champions League final when he got moved to. No one wants to talk about when he was putting his hands behind his back when he looked like some donut all last season or the season before that, whenever it was.
Bro.
But everyone wants to talk about aura, man. Like, just
Lee,
allow.
I hear it. I'll keep this short. Lee, I'll keep this short. I get it. We got to be level with the praise.
Keep it moving.
We'll be level. I understand. Sometimes you got to keep it a notch down. But coming from an Arsenal fan,
no, it's got nothing to do. It's got nothing to do with coming from an Arsenal fan.
No. It's ironic for you to talk about celebration. It's very ironic. It's very ironic.
No one. Did I say celebration?
Hold on. Second of all, I understand if people would go for the Jaap Stams and the Rios. I understand that because as a Liverpool fan, I haven't sat here and said he's the best defender ever in the Premier League. I haven't said that. I still think he needs to do more. But at the end of the day, hold on, Lee. At the end of the day, there are NPCs everywhere saying stupid things. Everywhere, bro. I just think you're taking the conversation away from things because you want to throw your shade. No. But what you're doing is you want to throw your shade where you can. Kaz is talking about Van Dijk in a positive light because he's had a great game. But he's had a great season.
He had a great game.
Right, cool. Rio Ferdinand has also had a shit period for Manchester United. John Terry has had shit.
I was talking about the comment. Where your fan base.
Hold on.
When did John Terry have a shit period?
Hold on. There are 500 plus people in this comment. I have seen hella dumb comments in this chat. Talk about what Kaz said. Don't talk about a comment from Beijing. You know what I'm saying? At the end, because you're almost a depiction of what we're seeing on Twitter. I'll tweet, I like waffles, and then you'll reply saying, what? So you hate pancakes? There's never
that's not what I'm talking about. No.
There's never an in-between with you.
No. You're talking about
acknowledge that man likes pancakes.
If I'm talking about your friend, he's not the best. He's not the best ever. He's not the best ever. And all your players. Months. It comes from an overarching point, that if people are talking about Van Dijk being the best ever, he's not the best ever. And then what you do is, and what your fan base do, you put all your players in a position as being, he's the best in this position, he's the best here, he's the best here. Just allow it, just calm down.
You know what? Don't even bother. Don't even bite. All right, guys, please, if you're hearing me here, please smash the like button. I haven't asked once this whole stream. Let's ask a couple people in the bottom row as well who they found who was actually very impressive today. I've said Van Dijk, the obvious one. Greasy or Deji, or even Josh. Name me some names that you were impressed. Even the Man City side, bro. I know they got dominated in the second half, but I can they got annihilated in the second half.
No, they did, man. They did.
They got annihilated. But
you know what? Listen, I was impressed. I was impressed with what's his name, man? Harvey Elliott, man. You know,
Harvey Elliott.
Before he got injured, bro. Like he's performing like how it was before he got injured. Because last year when I watch him, I wasn't really impressed with the guy. Do you know what I'm saying?
When he went centre mid, to be fair, when he went centre mid, it was for suppose like he was.
There were certain parts in build up, like under pressure. You know the way City press, he just brings it down and he just kept playing it. So for me, I think it was quite good. 22.
Brother, no, I think he's like 20, 21, bro. Like,
he's the best youngster in Europe. Did you not hear?
He's one of them.
He's doing it.
Harvey Elliott's good, man. He's good. He's tidy.
20 years old.
I like him.
Hey, let's put it on the side.
You see what I'm talking about? Polish. You see what I'm talking about? Polish young players. He's polished, bro, for his age.
Yeah, he's polished. He's gonna have a really good season next season. I think, anyways. Like that's gonna be a season where he shines more a little bit. If the manager favors him, of course.
There's a few for me. I think it's Harvey Elliott and Kwanzaa. If you're talking about the young boys, the 3 20-year-olds in the team in Kwanzaa, Bradley and Elliott. Like, come on, bro. If I told you, man, last year, all right, cool. We're gonna go play City and we're gonna start Kwanzaa, Bradley, and Elliott. First of all, you would have told me who's Kwanzaa and you would have told me who's Bradley, and you would have said Elliott in the midfield. Fuck off. That's what you man would have said to me. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I had to go take some. I had to go sit in my room and stare at my roof for about 10 minutes when I saw a back line of Kelleher, Gomez left back, Kwanzaa, and Bradley, and only Van Dijk is the kind of.
But you know what?
Seasoned guy in that back line. That's why I'm I'm pissed because we bottled it, because we did bottle it. But I'm also like, coach the win, and with that team, that on paper there is nowhere near as much quality as what City had. Nowhere near.
Exactly. So you didn't bottle it then. So then, how did you bottle it? You didn't bottle it. What I see
because the chances.
What I see what Klopp is doing. Klopp said something in his interview. He said, "You know what? When I leave, I've left a legacy." And in him being able to bring on those 3 boys and start in this type of match, the magnitude of this game. This is about winning the Premier League. The fact that he had the kahunas to do that, and for those boys to put in the performance that they've done, Liverpool is in good hands. And I just hope that whoever takes over Klopp does a great job. And to me, people talk about, people shake their bum.
What kind of rival are you, bro? What kind of rival are you about in good hands?
Hold on. People shake
I
their bum.
hope they're in good hands, you know.
No.
I hope the worst for your club. I hope the worst for your club.
Whoever takes over Klopp can continue the good work that he started or whatever he's left behind. But people shake their bum for Pep, and he is a legend. But bloody hell, Klopp is a legend as well, mate. Because for me, bringing in these youngsters, doing what they're doing, is bravo. It's bravo. I thought Liverpool was going to get slapped today, and I saw them turn Manchester City in and inside out. Them man was spinning around like Kylie Minogue. Nah, the guy's a legend. Nah, the guy's a G. So for me, you can't say, how can they bottle it? Any other team, if you start 3 of your academy kids, you know you're getting slapped. Let's be real.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Kwanzaa is also known as Virgil van Kwanzaa, so he's as good as Virgil, isn't it? That's what they call him. They call him VVQ. So why are we surprised? Why is anyone surprised? I feel like they didn't do VVQ. Done better, man, because they've got Virgil van Kwanzaa. They've got what was the whole rhetoric a few weeks back? Oh, how did Liverpool?
Wasn't Endo was crap though, Lee? You remember you were telling me how crap Endo is, right?
Let's talk about the youngsters. They kept saying, how did Liverpool get all these wing backs, these full backs? Like they're just churning them out. So they've got all these amazing players, man. So all of a sudden, now we put them on the pedestal. They got a rise, right? You expect Harvey Elliott's the best player in Europe in terms of youngsters. He's better than. I saw a tweet. I saw a nice tweet from once today as well. He said. Oh yeah, what was it? What did he say? He said Harvey Elliott played better than Foden today. So like that's going to be the new rhetoric. Like,
what metric? Harvey Elliott did play better than Foden. He's not better. He's nowhere near Foden. Foden and Harvey Elliott aren't even on the same planet, but he played better than Foden.
So why? All right, cool. Well
done. Let me ask Josh something. There was a moment in the game. If I have to praise any City players, because we're going on like Liverpool won as well at the same time. I get the performance, but City's, I feel like Rodri had an average game, but I thought Kovacic changed the game. Like he slowed it down the way they needed to slow it down. He should have probably even started. Bernardo was arse and cheeks. Let's be real. Walker he saved them in a couple of occasions. Did get ripped in a couple of occasions. I thought Kanji and Stones were probably the ones that you could probably praise out of that whole lot. De Bruyne got absolutely he got queshed by And yeah, he absolutely done him. Like, I'll be real. He nullified him to the point. Thinking it went on the right. Josh, let me ask you this: the substitutions of Klopp. I feel like he only made one good substitution. I think the substitutions ruined their whole flow. I think bringing off Darwin. I don't know about what you thought, but I thought bringing off Darwin. Gakpo said, I said, yeah, they're not scoring another goal. And then I thought bringing off Bradley instead of Gomez, who I think Gomez was getting queffed by Foden, to be fair. I was like, why is he not coming off? You've got all the ball. Why are you keeping Gomez there? Do you know what I mean? I think the only one that was good was obviously maybe the Szoboszlai one, maybe. Robbo was good when he came on, in my opinion. I thought Bradley should have stayed on. He was, when there's the fight is there in that kid there. And I thought he's the only one in that first half. I thought that could leave with their head held high because McAllister was getting pressed the crap out of in the first half and whatnot, and they couldn't breathe as much.
He dealt with it though.
He dealt with it to a degree. But City, in my opinion, were creating a lot of chances by passing that midfield.
No. City had a good 10 minutes, guys. They had a good 10 minutes. Bro, in that 10 minutes, I thought we could lose this game 3-4.
In the main 10 minutes, maybe.
In that first 10 minutes, I thought this could get very low. But then after the 10 minutes, bro, even when we conceded, that was against the run of play. Even us conceded was against the run of play.
Yeah. All right, let me ask Josh. As I said, Josh, do you reckon subs kind of ruined it a little bit? Because I thought it really suffered their momentum, in my opinion.
Yeah, usually I think Klopp's nailed the subs this season in terms of his timings. I thought that's a big aspect of Liverpool was their momentum, his use of the squad and the substitutes. I do think Gakpo's got that little bit of a brush tarnished on him. I was like,
just call him shit. He's shit.
I call him the forgotten man, to be honest. I forget that he plays for Liverpool. Like he's that sort of player in terms of his impact. And I do think leave him as poor again as Darwin, talking about offsides and the flow of it. I just feel you need those sort of players against City who can just on the edge, who can really unsettle them. And that for me was, I would probably look to have kept Darwin on if possible for a bit longer. And that I thought the Robertson change came at a good time. I thought Andy Robertson, again, looking to provide forward. But in terms of Man City, I do worry about Kevin De Bruyne. I think this hamstring injury that continues in terms of his progress, and what it seems to me, and I know Pep's alluded to, is that KDB playing 3 games in a row is almost something that isn't going to be able to happen in terms of where he is. And I do start to think that as you talk about, Kovacic coming in, when you're starting to lose, when Rodri's off his game, when KDB's off his game, and that City's control of matches changes. And I think that the runners that we saw, and I think Gary Neville was on about it quite a lot in that game, the lack of runners that City had in terms of that last 20, 25 minutes and trying to, they could build from the back, but 9 out of 10 times they were going long, they're going direct. It's quite hopeless. And I think that came from Liverpool. But I want to see how KDB's season plays out in terms of how many more starts, how many more games is he going to consistently have with City and his impact on that, because I don't know. I think Pep's already alluded to it. Go on, Deji.
But just following from Josh's point there, I think he makes a really good point, and me and Josh have probably been agreeing the whole show, and probably the only show that this will happen. But I think Man City have been poor all season, and most Man City fans have genuinely agreed with me. And I said it's like watching a vehicle with the orange light on, and you not getting that checked out. Because they keep saying City's going to come good. City's going to come good. City's going to come good. But there's only 10 games left. And I was saying, look, they might not come good. And I think today we got a dose of it.
Have you seen Man City's form, by the way, and since they won the Super Cup? They haven't, I don't think they've lost a single.
They're winning, but they're not playing well.
Well, we can say that for a lot. We can say that about
completely opposite to Arsenal. Arsenal winning and playing well. But
we can say the same for Liverpool. You can say the same for Liverpool. The only one that's really been convincing, if we're totally being honest, consistently, we would say
Liverpool's been all right, apart from the Arsenal game.
Arsenal weren't convincing at the start of the season.
No. I'm talking about since, like, obviously the restart. I'm talking about since the main period, which is like January onwards, 2020. If you're talking about as a whole, then yeah, I agree.
This year.
He's been convincing the whole seat type this season, in my opinion.
From the whole season hasn't been convincing, but they've been getting points. And I think what we are seeing is, maybe they're just not the kind of superpower that we thought they were. Maybe this is an off season for them. But my point is, any team that isn't on job or they can't do their thing, can't win the league. It's impossible. And I think today Liverpool showed that City are vulnerable, man.
Yeah, but
that's what they told me.
Yeah,
they told me that City are there for the taking.
Bro, this is what we spoke about in the summer, though, innit? Because end of the day, Man City, they got rid of 2 big game changers in Mahrez, in Gundogan. You know what I mean? You're looking at today, they're looking at KDB to save them. Haaland in games like today, when he's being pressed, you know he's not that guy on the ball. Do you know what I mean? So it goes back to the recruitment. The guys that they've brought in are just not game changers at this stage right now. Kovacic ain't gonna come on and score you a goal. Like, he's not that type of player. Do you know what I mean? Even getting you assist, you'll be lucky if he does that. He's there to just help you keep the ball ticking and whatnot. They lost their bit of creativity. Foden by himself in there against Liverpool, Endo and them lot pressing you. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. So it goes back to who they lost, man. They haven't got that many game changers anymore. That's what it is.
Don't you think it's mad though, Greasy? Like this is what I'm saying. The standard, of team minute. And Lee, you could agree with this as well. Like, you can't deny this. What Deji said is like, City ain't been good all season. But bro, if this is City not being good all season, they're 1 point off of the top spot still. Then, like, so as good as exactly. So if Liverpool and Arsenal are you good, that is the credit that you're going to give Deji, and City being only 1 point off, that's mental. So what happens if they do click a little bit more?
It's long, but until then,
but Cass, this is a year where Man City can be defeated. Yeah, if Arsenal are serious, if Arsenal are serious, and they're about their business, they go to their head and they beat them, because we haven't lost to Man City this season and we're 11th. You know what I mean? We've given them a good game. You know, you go over there, bro. You go over there, you can beat Man City. But the difference with Man City, like I said, is they've got world-class players like a KDB, like a De Bruyne, like a Bernardo Silva, Foden. All these guys can just turn up, so it can go either way. But on the other end, bro, it's not like looking at Man City from last year where you bro, when they had 4 centre-backs and whatnot. It's not like that right now. They're fragile at the back right now. You know what I mean? So if Arsenal go and beat them at the Etihad, which I think they can, then I'm looking at them like, yo, then I'm getting shook. Then I'm getting ready to start book flights and whatnot. Because you might catch me, if these men go and do it. You know what I mean?
I do sometimes.
But Man City are still better than majority of the league. Like, come on now. They're gonna keep winning games, innit? They're gonna do it. They've got enough quality to win games, innit? It's just it's tight at the top. It's very tight.
I just think City, what they're brilliant at is letting the nuances go their way. And I'm not talking about decisions. Like Ortega coming in today and making 2 amazing saves. Do you know what I'm saying? Ederson coming off injured, and yet City escaped from Anfield with a 1-1 draw. I generally think that any other team in that situation probably rolls over and loses 2-3-1. But City didn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you look at certain games that they've won 1-0. Like, I don't know if you watched the Bournemouth game. Do you see the chances they carved? At time. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Other teams might just have folded. But City, they find a way to stay in games, to keep in touch, where any click of form over the next 4 games puts them top of the league, because they're always in touch. And whenever they're looking like they could fall out of touch, they'll stay in the game. They'll get that draw that they need. And again, I don't think City have been great. I think the over-the-top ball has been their Achilles heel all season long. All season long, that over-the-top ball has hurt them. Whoever starts to send them back, whether it's Stones, Akanji, Rodri, anyone who plays there, the over-the-top ball hurts them. I saw Rashford could have got a hat-trick in the first half. Jackson and Sterling tore these men apart. Counter-attack. However, Man City just know how to stay in touch along with the quality that they have. And unfortunately, we say this every season. City don't look the same, and then game week 32, fuck's sake, they bought the league again. That's what it is, bro. So Arsenal and Liverpool need to be serious and just win the rest of their games and push these man to the furthest they can go in it. And it's a simple as that.
I've got a quick question as well, Lee. Are you confident you're beating City at the Etihad? Like, honestly, or what?
No, I'm not confident. I don't think we'll lose, but I'm not confident we're going to win. No, not for sure.
All right, some of these quick ones. Lit Vice says media trying to manufacture consent with Rice. Not gonna lie.
What about Tottenham League?
Oh my god! Don't answer that, please. Benjamin, stop waffling. 2 errors and you scored. Stop chatting foolishness. I think that's towards you, Lee, by the way. El Wazi, I don't know how to say your name properly. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Or Damiani. Lee, name me a defender that was on stage with Messi and CR7 in their era. These Arsenal fans and being so eager to put up their players with the best.
I didn't mention one Arsenal fan, and Cannavaro was on the stage, not with them, but he was, he was a Ballon d'Or winner. So I mean,
in the era, I mean, I think John Terry was still there. Yeah, there was
Lampard wasn't Lampard there when
there's quite a few. Remember the era of Messi started in like 07-08. Anyways, people forget this. Like it spans back into my time, Monster's time, Don's time, Deji's time, definitely Lee's time because he's old. Morton says, I'm jokingly. Alexis McAllister was first on the ball. They showed the clip many times on Viaplay, slow motion. I think MC player hits the ball when it comes from McAllister.
Come on, man. Bro, if McAllister got to the ball and Doku didn't touch it, the ball would go downwards. Like his body was like that. The ball went upwards because Doku kicked it. Bro, he kicked the ball. Like it wasn't clear and obvious. If it got given as a penalty, I would say, okay, cool, there's an argument for that. It's not being given as a penalty. I can see the argument for it. I don't get the outrage as if it was clear for everyone to see. It wasn't. If you want to talk about clear, yeah, go back to the game when we played you lot once, and we should have had 2 penalties. That's what you call clear and obvious. Yeah. Today was not clear and obvious for you to be having an outrage and calling people idiots. Both of them, the Gallagher one and the Nkuku one, were both clear and obvious. Both of them were clear and obvious.
Oh no. Yeah, those are both penalties.
They were both clear and obvious, right?
But the Doku one, all 3 of them are penalties. End of story.
That's your opinion, though, on this one. Today wasn't clear and obvious, is the point I'm making. It wasn't. It wasn't. Let's be real.
His foot's at the height of his chest. McAllister's chest hits the ball first.
Bro,
and he puts it on position. It's clumsy, it's a penalty.
If Doku literally fly kicked him, yeah, HB, what do you call it? Sweet Chin Music and that, Shawn Michaels, I would have come in and said penalty. But he got enough.
You don't have to speak to music someone for it to be a penalty.
The point I'm making, if he mainly touched McAllister, then you can say it's a penalty. He got the ball cleanly, bro. Like the ball flew off of him. He got the ball, bro.
His chest, it came off his chest,
and it followed through. It followed through.
Ron, there's no point arguing because Liverpool fans.
Yeah, I heard what you said at the beginning. I wasn't even at me in the video. It wasn't a penalty.
Lee already admitted it was a penalty. Lee already admitted it was a penalty.
Nah, man. Lee didn't admit it.
No, I didn't.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
No,
I heard what Lee said. Lee said it wasn't clear and obvious. You can see both sides.
Yeah, I can see both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, you man are fucking scary.
No, bro.
You're scary, in fact. You Liverpool fans are scary. Because the other day you're crying. Tom Little on the terrace.
I can. But no, the difference is no. Difference is I can see through the color of my team shirt. I could admit when Alisson caught life at the Emirates. I could admit we caught life.
Listen, man. Let's give Spurs their praise.
It's as simple as that.
Let's give Spurs their praise.
Man cannot see through the color of their own team shirt.
I'm not gonna lie. Cass, I'm not gonna lie, I spent the best part of an hour and 11 minutes, and I'm getting 1 minute to talk about my club. So I'm
let's go.
The level of discrimination.
Look at Josh.
Let me do this on Super Chat. Jamrock, I know Saka's better than Salah. Arsenal fan ain't talking. Jamrock is saying, I think that's too late. What's saying? But yeah, I look, everyone that's in there, I know you all were in here to talk about Liverpool and that. Please smash the like button. But Deji has been waiting for this moment for a long, long time against Josh. So if you lot want to hear him do whatever he has to say, by all means, let's everyone put them.
I mean, look, me and Josh have been agreeing today, so I'm not going to rub it in. But obviously, there's levels to this. And I told Josh before, and I say it again, and I spoke to quite a lot of Aston Villa fans this week. I said, there's no way in hell that if Tottenham have their best 11, that they can do anything. It was always going to be long. And I think... For me, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be honest. And Josh, I'm hoping that maybe after this we can be friends. But this little 5 minutes of fame that you and the other Villa fans have been getting, it's been pissing me off, to be honest. So I can't wait for you, man, to be out of this kind of competition. And then I don't expect to see you. And then I don't expect to see you again after this. It's one of them ones where you came, you saw, and then you left the building. That's when it's like that. But, we were told that Villa is a fortress. You did Man City there. You did the Arsenal there, blah, blah, blah. We went there, slapped you man up 4-0. It was light work. And I think on Dan Potts' show, I was singing, who's that lighty? Who's that lighty? Who's that light? It was very much that. It was who's that lighty because it was light work. So, look, as for me, I'm not even looking. I don't look down anymore. I'm looking up. For me, I can't wait to play City. I can't wait to play Arsenal. I can't wait to play Liverpool, because for me, if Tottenham put their first 11 against them three teams, I think it's long for all of them, and that's what I have to say.
Cass, it's been a howl of a week for Chelsea fans, man. Havertz got the winner. Werner scored today. We're gonna lose tomorrow. I'm putting it out there, by the way. We're losing 3-1 tomorrow. If anyone was at me and asked me what's going on. But yeah, man, Spurs in that second half, you lot turned it on. You lot turned it on. Man.
You know what? I'm not joking. I have Johnny Minerals, the only guy. I have I've transferred that Fabrizio Romano on my notifications. I have Johnny Minerals on notification because I cannot wait for those clips. When I see him, he's like, when he says that, he's like, when I told him about Kaya, it's this fucking bald and all that kind of stuff, and I swear down, it sends me.
Bro, I can't lie. There's bare fake outrage over Havertz because end of the day, we're not missing the guy. That
guy is elite, my brother.
Havertz.
No. I think Havertz is quite a good player at this moment.
I thought you said he was elite. Jesus Christ. But Deji, no. Do you know what, Spurs though? On the game, I can't lie. In the first half, when I was looking at it, it literally was like watching Chelsea, bro. Both teams, you weren't really creating any clear-cut chances. It was like back and forth, little slow jabs. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get warm. And then in that second half, bro, straight away, I'm seeing that chance that got created for Maddison. The way he built up from the back, very good, bro. And after that, it was just chance after chance after chance, man.
Yeah, you got mac and cheese.
I missed the John McGinn challenges. You know,
it was bad, bro. It was bad.
I can't lie. I stepped out the room quickly.
I think it was a yellow card.
So
no, it wasn't.
No. I just wanted to see what it would like if I was on the other hand talking ludicrous on decisions. Just right. I was just playing around. Of course, it's a red card, but I just wanted to see. You see the reactions there.
I'm about to go mad.
These little delinquents.
Can we send off Josh? Obviously Josh can respond, but can we send them off by saying that Aston Villa and the top 4, maybe even 5, maybe in 6, maybe you're finished? And I'll tell you why. Because that European competition you have West Ham away. You've got a derby in Wolves. You've got Man City away. You've got a hungry Brentford during your campaign. And you're playing a few games, by the way, in a few days' time. You've got Arsenal away. You've got a Bournemouth, fair enough. You got Chelsea, and obviously Chelsea had some fun. You got Brighton away. You got Liverpool trying to win the league, and you got Crystal Palace away last end of the season. Sorry, but Josh, I can't lie. I was backing you, but right now I'm here to say that you're finished.
And I can't wait for it though. I literally can't.
Oh wait, hold on. You ain't played my Villa Park yet, have you, Cass?
Yeah, we beat them.
They did a double.
Oh, you have in it.
Josh, the floor is yours. Respond how you need to, but yeah, it's kind of true. Deji said the 5 minutes of fame. You got the Newcastle treatment, man. Like I'm not in belief as much. I think you get some results, but I believe that you'll drop more points than the teams that are in chase.
Well, first of all, it's great to make a new friend in Deji. Really respectful. But no, honestly, my take, Unai Emery got it wrong today. Changed the formation to a system that we haven't played all season. Went with a 5-3-2. Tried to basically almost overthink what Spurs were going to do. And it's the one thing that's probably I've just seen in the last couple of games against Newcastle United and now Spurs, where we've fallen short at home. He's worried more about the opposition than our strengths. And I think Italian signers in that first half, neither team had a shot on target. So we went in at halftime, neither team had a shot on target. Villa's biggest strengths this season has been our attack. I think our electric attack in Bailey, in Watkins, the fluidity of them. Instead, he was more worried about Bailey and Watkins, trying to worry about Van de Ven and Romero, trying to cut off the press within there. It just didn't work. And for the first time, I've really seen Unai show his hand against these bigger clubs in the sense of he's thinking too much about them and not thinking about how we should go and approach Spurs. Because in my opinion, 0-0 at halftime was a fair result. Don't think either team did enough. I think that, Deji, I think we came out flying in the first 2-3 minutes after halftime. I was like, here we go. And then Van de Ven goes down injured. And that goal just came out of a great move, Bosch. And I thought, okay, we're still in this. I think the manner in which we gave away that second goal killed me. Ezri Konsa, sloppy pass inside into Yuri Tillemans, you nick it. And I just sort of knew then, even when we had 11 men, I was like, we ain't coming back from this now. I think we shot ourselves in the foot. And then as soon as McGinn went off, I was done with the game. I was ready to just not watch it anymore. And I just thought, from about 60 minutes, I think we're even, and then I think we capitulated and got it completely wrong. And yeah, the first time I've properly looked at Unai Emery and gone, why is he second guessing? Why is he second guessing us against the big sides?
Yeah, I know why.
He's
trying to get sacked so he can get the Man United job. He's trying to get Man United some flipping hope. Don't give my fans hope, please. I've had enough.
I could have told you all of this ages ago. The guy, when it comes to league form, he crumbles. He ain't that guy. Everyone keeps saying he's the third best manager in the league. He's not. When it comes to Unai Emery, the guy, he's good at cup competitions. He knows how to navigate through. But when it comes to league form, he gets himself into positions and then he just bottles it. And that's what's going to happen this season. Spurs by far are going to get top 4 over you. And you know what? I'm actually glad because I think it only hinders them next season. But for me, I actually really despise Newcastle. I despise Aston Villa because you put yourself in positions and you talk about other clubs like you're some big Charlie. You actually remind me of the fact that Brighton think that they're a big club and they can talk to teams like Chelsea. Like, slow your roll, calm down. You ain't that club.
It's because you haven't got a European Cup. Arsenal fans hate Villa fans because you don't have a European Cup. It is literally.
Josh, how many of them have you got? Josh, how many of them? I'm awake. Josh, how many of them have you got? How many of them have you got? How many of them?
This is where you go wrong. This is where you go wrong. We don't hate you because you're relevant. We don't care about you. You started a rivalry. You started a rivalry because you wanted one of our shitty little youth players in ESR, he's probably in Nando's right now, and you've been crying about him ever since then because we rejected that.
Your Aston Villa beef. I didn't know about this.
Let's just, bro. They try and put themselves in positions. They try and put themselves in positions.
Their ground as well.
And I'm like,
yeah.
Let's just slow our roll a bit. Like, you're Aston Villa. You ain't that
European winners, which you haven't done, and that's why it hurts.
Listen. Every dog has their day. Every dog has their day. You've had your day. You're irrelevant. You're not a bigger club than Arsenal. So if you are, you'll be talking about you in a different light.
Haven't claimed that. But the reason I haven't claimed that.
Let's just put a stop to all of that. Let's just put a stop to all of that. When we had Unai Emery, we got slapped by Crystal Palace at home. We lost to Brighton at home. We bottled Baku. That's what's going to happen to you. I foresee all of this. And then next season, you're going to have a really poor season. And that's what's going to happen. Unai Emery is not good enough and he's going to get sacked. And the cycle will continue. He'll go somewhere else. He'll do well. He'll get them into a position. And listen, fair play to Spurs. You got slapped and you deserve it, Josh. But you can talk all you want about this European trophy. At the end of the day, it don't mean shit because, bro, you fucking got relegated. And you've been relegated, twice in like 20 years, and you're still talking this shit. Allow it.
Lee, European clubs do have significance, though. Don't diminish the
Listen,
European.
They've been relegated twice.
If you don't have one,
You've been relegated twice.
If you don't have one, please don't diminish.
Please allow it.
And this is the thing.
Please spare me, bro.
You do nasty things.
They're going to tell you they've got the European, the discontinued competition.
Bro, they're going to tell me something about the Cup Winners' Cup or something.
The one that you find in cereal boxes, that one.
Yeah. Intertoto, bro. Intertoto, you get me? Intertoto, allow it. Listen,
into what? Into pardon?
Into Toto.
That sounded like some fake club. Some fake club. Remember back in the day on Pro. Remember Pro. I never used to play Pro, but they said the fake names.
All I'm doing
is keeping
the Cup Winners' Cup looks like a trophy in 240p.
All I'm doing,
I said McDonald's toy, McDonald's toy.
Listen, trophies are trophies, but all I'm doing,
Happy Meal trophy,
I'm keeping it about with Unai.
That's crazy.
I'm keeping it about with Unai Emery. Like, the guy, when it comes to league form, this is what expected.
Imagine Lee, I can't even lie. Look, this is not. They might even get a European. They're gonna, what they're gonna do? They're gonna do what West Ham. Imagine you have two teams, Aston Villa. In the Conference League, and I know it's Conference League, and say you'll never sing that. That is going to be.
You know the joke of it, though. You see you know the joke of it. If Arsenal win the Euro, if Arsenal won the Carabao Cup, it wouldn't sway Arteta's job. So you think the European trophy, which is the third rate, which in a couple of years will be gone, that trophy will be gone.
The cup's gone.
It'll be nice if Arteta could win a knockout game before.
You think that trophy is going to save Arteta's job? Come on, spare me.
I've got a question.
This is funny.
Please,
I can't wait till we
I've
end
got a question.
Arsenal's title hopes.
I've
We've
got a
got to
question.
play Arsenal and City and Liverpool. Unai Emery, you've just set it up perfectly. Unai is going to absolutely.
I've seen the way he's away from home. I'm not a fan.
And I'm saving this stream as well.
Hold on, quickly, just documented. What cup? Obviously, which trophy or which honor?
I can save it and send it to you.
Hold on. Which honor looks more like appealing?
Right,
The PFA Player of the Year or the Cup Winners' Cup?
Hold on. You're talking about trophies. You're talking about
the PFA Player of the Year is like it's like, bro, it's like this big, bro.
European trophy. The European trophy, man.
This big, man.
I don't get your point, bro. The fact of the matter is, what's your point? What's your point?
And Ali, do you actually keep that trophy at the carpet?
What is your point? What is your point? Tell me your point. I don't get your point. What's your point?
No, but Lee, we're just asking questions about that European trophy because we get told that you got one. We're asking about it. What? Tell us about it.
The matter is, bro, that same trophy hasn't helped them because they've been relegated twice. Who gives a shit, bro?
We've been relegated once,
bro. We've never been relegated. So it don't matter to me. It don't bother me. It ain't gonna make me sleep.
Villa bother you. Villa bother you. Why do Villa bother you?
They definitely do. It's funny.
I didn't
even know about it.
It doesn't bother me.
When you won it, there were like 12 teams in it. There were like 12 teams in it. When you won it, there were like 12 teams in it, bro. As I said, European trophy, you got it. Well done. But every dog has their day, bro. Every dog has their day, and that's what it is, man. We got the intertotal.
Can I quickly interject? Because this is funny, yeah. I'm talking. I can talk. Once can talk. You know, Lee, your team's won trophies. You can talk. Josh, you've got European heritage. Last time you actually won, other than obviously the No, wait, it was 96. Josh, you got European heritage. Greasy, you can talk. You like most successful team to it. Deji, why are you so quiet?
I'm quiet. We've had European. They're
the first ones to do it.
But you know what it is?
Why is he not quiet? Why are you not getting involved, Deji?
Let me tell you why I'm so quiet. Let me tell you. Like, I'm glad you answered me that question. The reason why I'm quiet is while you man are doing your little Egyptian history lesson, because that's what you guys are doing, taking us back to the past. I'm dealing in the now.
Mine was only 3 years ago, actually.
I'm dealing in the now. What's happening right now? What I want to know is my club is involved, is going to determine who's going to win the league this season. That's a fact. Tottenham Hotspur's playing all the three teams at top.
And you man hit it first. You man did it. You got 2 UEFA Cups, blood. You got 2 UEFA Cups.
Yeah, bro, we done it. We were the first team to do the double. We did all of that.
I know Arsenal fans to put a man in hospital for 1 UEFA Cup.
Yeah. Nah, that's so cap, bro. That is so dead.
I'll tell you right now.
Bro, if Arsenal won Europa League this season, nobody would care, bro. No one would care.
Like you said, Lee, when we're talking about European football, please keep your head up. And do
listen, nobody would care. No one would care. That's the thing. Because Arsenal
when I haven't won a Prem for 30 years. And
no one would care.
I love how we've got a European trophy on their head top when we even got top 4 already. Like,
I'm telling you now. You see when man like you see when you have a trophy missing. When you have a trophy missing, because City has it as well, by the way, and that will tell you the same thing. When you have a trophy missing, yeah, and they like, bro, I used to get called a Premless bum for most of my life because my first Premier League came, yeah, when I was 24. Take that in. I know
you had when I was
20.
You had a bad secondary school. When it came to football secondary school, you were roasted, didn't it?
Bro, I've experienced it many times, bro.
He was in secondary school.
20, bro. It come when I was 23. Do you know what that means? That means so for 23 years, yeah, I hadn't seen a Prem, and I told you I would have done mad shit. And even though my team had won League Cup, like as in we'd won league titles, and it was only a Prem, I still felt that. Every year I felt that. So for Lee to turn around and have the audacity, the fucking cheek to say that he doesn't care about a European Cup when this cup's been established for all the rest of 120 years.
Shocking.
And you can say that you don't care that your team does not have a UCL or a UEFA Cup. That is
bro, they won it. They won the trophy when there was like 6 teams in the trophy.
Then why didn't you win it? Why didn't you win it?
It's stinky,
why
bro.
Didn't you win it?
Come on,
that's
nothing to. That's not shut out. Listen, fair play, they got it, but that hasn't saved them from anything, bro. They're still a stinky club. They're still they're gonna bottle top 4. They ain't won shit else. They ain't done with other shit.
We'll win more than you this season.
Not
We'll win
relevant.
more than you this season. We'll win
No,
more than you this season.
Go ahead, man. Listen, go ahead. Remember where you have to finish to win that trophy, bro. Come on, like, what are we doing, bro?
Anyway,
like,
let me just do this. Let me just do Morton Pedersen telling now best name. The best names on YouTube. I don't care. You know, the one that Lee was trying to, you know, put shade.
Morton Gans Pedersen, bro. It's supposed like.
No, but Morton Gans Pedersen was a baller. What we doing it? In it, that left foot was nuts. In Viaplay Studio, we've concluded, or you mean they, that McAllister hit the ball first, and then there is a clear stamp right in the chest. PL player, Brede Hangeland. I remember him for Fulham, innit?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He did play for Fulham.
Said he was a decent player. Tom Line says Hangeland, yeah. Oh, no, centre back.
Hangeland. Wait,
Definitely a centre back. Tom Line says Arsenal, the Interfufu Cup winners. What the F is that?
Yeah. I remember him. He looks like what's that guy, man? He kind of looks like Hoof. I remember him.
He kind of, yeah. By the way, we're going to be back tomorrow in the morning at 11:15. I've got to be up early in the morning. Obviously, Ramadan Mubarak to all the Akis out there as well. Obviously, you can see everyone's channels in their names as well. Greasy still under construction. This guy's has taken forever. But you see Deji Spurs, a big 6 bands. And even FTS1, if you want to see Josh cry some more in the future, he does watch alongs.
Is your link in the chat, by the way, for you people know that you've done a reaction?
I've done a reaction. If you want to see my reactions, up to you, lot, innit? You go on the videos, up to you. But yeah, man.
I want to see it.
I don't want to see yours. But what's it called? Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow at 11:15. Make sure you smash the like on the way out. I appreciate everyone. I think we ran way more than overtime. Funny conversations. But yeah, in a bit.
Love.